In this video section of the guide, I'll explain how you can use the Team Fortress 2 replay editor to edit one of your own clips. Now, if you've been reading the Steam guide up until this point, you should now know what each control on the editor does and how they are typically used. So what I've got here is I've got a clip of me playing Demo Man. I'm going to go ahead and sticky jump from one end of the map to the other and use my all-pool caber on a pyro who doesn't really expect it. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to set our in and out points. Within these parameters will be the length of the clip. The in point will signify the start, and the end point will signify the end. So when you're in the editor, just press play and play through into the point where you want to set your in point. Now, here would be good, so I could pause the clip by pressing spacebar on the keyboard, and I can click on the in point button and it will say in point set. But I don't want it to be here. So if you've already set an in point and you want to adjust it, you can just click it again and it will say in point removed. So I'm going to just let it play through into the point where I want it to begin. Okay, so here is good. So I'm about to jump with the sticky jump or the sticky bomb launcher. So I'm going to just click on in point and it will say in point set. So I don't want this to be the camera angle. I don't want it to be in first person. I want it to kind of be a little bit more cinematic than that. So I'm going to go ahead and select the free camera at the bottom right there. Now you'll notice that you can't actually see my character in third person. That's because when I recorded this there was a bug and you just can't see your character sometimes. And you'll also notice at the top right here there'll be a little red button that will start flashing when we record our camera angle. This will happen when you press play, and that's because when you have a camera angle set and you play the clip, it'll start recording anything that you do while it's playing, such as moving the camera and stuff like that. I'll explain kind of what will happen if you start making edits past certain points in the clip later on. So I'm going to set my camera up here. I'm going to increase the field of view by hovering over the little free camera icon so it's wider, looks a little bit more cinematic this way. And I'm just going to position that there. So I like this because I can see basically the whole side of the map, and I can see the sticky jumpers or the sticky bombs, and I can see the Demo Man. So I'm going to set that there, and I'm also going to reduce the time scale. So I'm going to set everything in a bit of slow motion, so it kind of gives a more cinematic effect, and you can kind of see the arms flailing and stuff like that. Now I also know that the sticky jumps, sticky bombs, I keep saying that, I don't know why, will explode any moment now, so I'm going to also adjust the screen shake. I'm going to add a little bit to that there. I'm also going to increase the speed. Okay, so this will be what it will look like when I press play. So I'm going to play here and it will record this sequence. Okay, so I'm going to press pause. So I've already recorded that now, so that will be saved in the clip. So what I want to do now is I want to switch to third person, because I've already got the all-pool caber out, and I'm ready to start landing on the pyro, and I want to add some kind of slow motion mid-air action there. So this will be good. I'm also going to reduce that time scale just a little bit more so you can kind of see the Demo Man. And then this will be good, so I'm going to press play, and you'll notice that the little red button on the top right starts flashing too. Okay, so I like this here, so I'm going to press pause, and that's already recorded. So then I'm going to switch to the free cam, and keep in mind your camera settings save between edits. So I'm going to remove the shake amount there, and I'm going to position this down here near the pyro. And I plan on adding a little bit more shake here. Now keep in mind, if you're really close to a wall, you might see some clipping problems, so you'll be able to see through the wall, which is no good. So here will be just fine. And the time scale I think is just right, so I'm going to land in slow motion. I'm going to make it even more slow motion, like slow motion a lot. So just press play. I'm going to record me landing, and then as soon as I hit the pyro, I'm going to move the time scale down again, and I'm going to add a little bit more camera shake. That'll be fine. And then press play. Okay, and I decided now that that's more than enough. That's where I want my clip to end. So I'm going to press pause, and I'm going to set the out point right there. So I've set my out point. So now all we need to do is just need to rewind and review our... So this will be our fully edited clip. So let's press play, and you'll see that you can actually see my character now, which is quite nice. Okay, now say if I wanted to maybe speed this part up, if I go ahead and try and make a camera change, so if I click on free camera, you'll get a warning and it will say changes after the current time will be discarded if you choose to proceed. And then it will say any new changes made from this point will be recorded in their place. So if I were to edit the first camera when I first took up with the sticky bombs, it would erase pretty much all of my editing work. So you really don't want to do that. It's best to kind of get it done the first time, get it done right the first time before you proceed with the next camera angle in the sequence. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's there's a lot to play around with, and hopefully you'll make a better video than mine because it really isn't that great. When you're done, you can also click the button at the top left there and just save it, and you can name your take. So I'll name this demo fail or something, and then just click save, and it'll save it, and you'll be done. So keep reading if you want to learn how to render your movie and upload it to YouTube or the Steam community. Thank you very much for watching.